Football Rule 1. Welcome back to the show. El Cuervo y La Gallina, the crow and the chicken. There's a lot to talk about today. I'm here, obviously, with my partner, Santiago Sabella. Santi, it's a lot to talk about this week. Let's start with the weekend. Did you enjoy El Clásico?
Well, yeah, I think that's the first game to bring up. 4-0. And that's what you predicted. You were saying, I thought.
No, I predicted 3-0.
Yeah, but you were like, oh, Barca thrashing, which I was kind of like, not really in the same wavelength, but 4-0. What is there to say?
4-0. Well, there's a lot to say. The only reason I predicted that Barcelona would win a lot is just that I just didn't see that much from Madrid. Even with the Dortmund game, how like Madrid are like, oh, we're comeback kings, todo eso. It just didn't really impress me that much, and I thought Barca had much more going on. And I was expecting a little bit of the blowout is crazy because 4-0 is insane, especially in the Bernabeu. But I was expecting Barca to play better and to pop off against them. Like I was expecting Madrid to be surprised.
But Barca did play good.
That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like that's what I was expecting. That's why I predicted the 3-0. But what I did not predict was
Before, let's say in Barca, well, you know what, not that we did predict, but that you always say, not that you say, what am I saying? We've seen Barca beat Madrid in the Bernabeu several times, 3-0, 4-0, 6-2. So it's like, I guess in that aspect, it's not very surprising. Because, I mean, bro, they beat Madrid without Messi 4-0. Obviously, you saw Iniesta, Neymar, Suarez, all these great players. But, yeah, I guess it's not that surprising.
it's not that surprising because it's happened before. But it is surprising in the fact that hypothetically this year is Madrid's year. Like if we were talking about this in August, not even in July or whatever, when Mbappe got signed and all this, it was written basically like, oh, Madrid, you're gonna take this year. And historically, again, the Galacticos fall short, which is something that I honestly expected.
I don't know if they're going to take it all this year. 'Cause I remember talking with Juan. I mean,
Juan is nobody.
he sees one good game. He's like, oh, Madrid's going to win everything. And I was like, dude, after one game, you think they're going to win everything?
I just don't think they were that impressive, dude.
Nah, I mean, I've had Barca winning La Liga since the beginning of the
Yeah,
the season.
Barca's gonna win the league.
Champions League. They're surprising me a lot. I do see them getting farther than I thought they were. And then, yeah, whatever. Copa del Rey, we won't.
Copa del Rey can be up to anyone, but dude, I think Barcelona's gonna do great in the Champions League, bro. Barcelona can hit a crazy double to this.
That
This
would surprise
season.
me a lot.
Do you want to hear some insights?
Tell me your insights.
So, before this game, Madrid had scored 10 goals in their last 5 matches. They have been awarded 5 penalties this season. FIFA, you want to talk about that? These stats are kind of ridiculous. Have scored 19 goals. Barcelona have scored 19 goals in their last 5 matches. Lewandowski is their top goal scorer in the competition, and Rafinha is ranked number 1 in big chances. So, just to transition into this before, Rafinha or Vini?
Right now, Rafinha.
Right now, Rafinha.
Before we go into, because I know you want to.
No. It's a transition for later, but I'm keeping it in the Barça Madrid.
Because I know you want to dip your thoughts in the Ballon d'Oro, but we'll
Right
get
now
into it in a few.
We're keeping it in the Barça Madrid. There's also I guess we could say it at the end, but yeah, I found it really funny how Vinny to Gavi, he threw the 4 at him, and then Vinny's like, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna win the Ballon d'Oro the next week.
Yeah, I'm going on Monday, yeah.
That is so embarrassing, dude. Another blunder by the boy Vinicius Jr., bro. But it is what it is.
But I want to bring up, staying on club football. We have Man U losing, and they did sack Ten Hag. They got Van Nistelrooy. They won 5-2 yesterday, or on Wednesday. They won 5-2. You called it. You're on fire with these predictions, bro.
What can I tell you, bro?
You said I thought it was gonna last the whole season, and maybe they're gonna sack him after the season or fire him or whatever. But they lost 1 to West Ham, and now he's out. Man U is currently sitting 14th in the Premier League. And there was a stat that made me laugh. Man U has scored 8 goals in the Prem this season.
Oh
And-
yeah, in the last game they scored 5.
No, not that they scored 5. They scored 8 goals, and Wimo has 8 goals in the Prem this season.
It's my goal right there,
Is
bro.
that
What can I
crazy or
tell
what?
you?
Chris Wood has 7.
It is crazy, but it's also kind of understandable. I knew that with everything that happened last season, Ten Hag kind of got saved, but this was the like make or break season for him, especially in the early part of it. Obviously, things didn't go well. Also, they spent a lot of money with Ten Hag. Anthony,
True.
Ugarte, Mason Mount. I don't know how much Mason Mount was Ten Hag's buy. Maybe
All the Ajax players pretty much. Onana, Elicha.
Xerxes, Hodgelen, all
He's
these
lit.
players, all of them were from Ten Hag, and honestly, they just didn't produce that well. And well, the results are the results. My whole thing about the United thing is I was expecting Van Nistelrooy to be the manager, not the interim manager.
Nah, I think. I mean, they already signed the new guy from.
Is it
Sporting.
confirmed? Anne-Marine.
Um.
I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but it's looking like it's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, Ruben Amorim named new Man United manager. But if I'm Man U, I would have kept Van Nistelrooy at least till January, so that window.
I would have kept Van Nistelrooy until it starts going bad, maybe.
No, because then it's the same cycle over, and you just keep on repeating.
No, because he's an interim manager. So you
Yeah,
can,
but it's
you can like have a Scaloni idea of it, you know? You give him a couple games, and if he does well, you give him the full contract.
no, because it's. I mean, I think I would have kept Van Nistelrooy at least till January, and then from here to January, find another gaffer.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But you don't have anything else to say on El Clásico, dude. 4-0 was crazy. One for the GOAT, Lamine.
One for Lamine.
Well, crazy. Maybe I'll retract the GOAT statement, but
Yeah.
the valuable player,
I mean,
Lamine.
Lewandowski could have scored a hat trick.
Lewa's balling.
He could have scored 3.
He's balling. Yeah, he hit the post. What do you think about Lewa? You think Lewandowski's not overperforming, but he's having like one of those purple patch seasons? Because everyone kind of counted him out this season already, and he's obviously
Nah, I don't
balling.
count him out.
as in that he's too old. He's not that impressive anymore.
Yeah, but as a striker, like even Giroud when he was at Milan, he would score. Obviously, they're way different type of players, caliber players. But he's like, as a striker, you can be slow, you can be 50. As long as you score, the rest just doesn't really matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, he definitely benefits a lot on like, kind of knowing his position and stuff. You know, like how Suarez would do, where he kind of was leaving himself in certain positions where he
Yeah.
doesn't have to run that much. But dude, I think what he's doing is spectacular. Like honestly, Lewandowski,
Spectacular.
he's great, dude. I'm every time I see him score, it's like it's kind of like. It's like an FU to modern football, kind of. Not modern football, but like the idea of what everyone thinks is supposed to be like
No, 'cause
peak striker, you know?
when Hansi Flick was at Bayern, that's when Lewandowski was his best. And now
That's true.
we're seeing kind of like a rebirth. I don't want to call it a rebirth, but Lewandowski being great again.
How far do you think Hansi Flick can go, really?
This season or in general with Barca?
I want to say this in general. I think he can win it all. Truthfully, I genuinely think Hansi Flick in the next 3 seasons can win it all.
I think La Liga, obviously, he can win this year. Then you obviously have Copa del Rey and the Super Cup, which those are. I mean, not that they're not valuable, but they're, I guess, harder in a way because all the small teams want to be the big teams. And then Champions League is just Champions League. I think.
Champions League is just like by luck and honestly by game by game.
I think that one to a certain extent. Not that it, yeah, like you said, it's luck, but it's like it depends how Barca finish in the new Super League format. You feel me? Because if not, it's just because Barca's currently sitting at they're 10th. I mean, there's 3 games in, they got 5 left. But I see Barca getting 1 through 8 for sure.
I can see them doing really good. Here's an interesting stat for El Clásico. As of October 2024, in all official competitions, Barcelona leads with 125 wins, while Madrid only has 111 victories. And they've been 64 draws across 300 matches.
Damn.
It's pretty crazy, no?
You're stat merchant, bro. It's insane.
I had the stat merchant you there, bro, but it's crazy to think that Barcelona has the lead on Madrid. Because I always thought Madrid had more. Oh, bueno, acá está. In La Liga, Madrid has won more times, but overall, Barcelona has beat Madrid more. I can't do quick math. Obviously, I'm not a mathematician over here, but 24 wins.
But you know, it's weird because
14.
usually
14.
I don't know if you feel like, but I feel like I've seen Barca beat Madrid more at the Bernabeu, and I've seen Madrid beat Barca more at the Camp Nou.
Maybe we just kind of erased the Madrid wins in our head, but
No, but
there's a couple ones. The 4-0 that they beat them, but I don't know, was that in the Camp Nou?
exactly. No, so I'm saying they usually it's like they switch. I go away, I'm better than you, and then at home, I crumble under pressure. I don't know.
How do you think Madrid fans are feeling this week? You think they
Obviously terrible,
terrible?
considering everything that happened, but I love it because they do we dip into the Ballon d'Oro
We can dip into the Ballon d'Oro. Let's just dip.
because it's been on my neck for a couple of days now.
Well, here's the beautiful one. I have the Ballon d'Oro list here. First, Rodri. plays for Manchester City. And then the next three, Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid, Dani Carvajal, Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
So they had three players in the top five.
I mean, Mbappe, I guess, counts as both because he was not both, but like he was at PSG for.
Mbappe was sixth.
Yeah, but it's for the last season.
No. I'm just counting like the top five right now.
Oh yeah, Rodri,
Mbappe
Vini,
six.
Carvajal, and Haaland.
If someone, I have a real complaint, and I know there's gonna be a bunch of Real Madrid nerds talking in the comments, being like, "Oh, Dani Carvajal is goated."
Carnaval.
How is he in fourth position? You, Mr. Stappad, hit me with why Dani Carvajal is in fourth position.
Not with a stat, but it's nowadays. I feel like more than ever, it's a marketing gimmick. And I think Zlatan said it best. He said a couple years ago, it was never Messi versus Cristiano. It was Messi versus Fiorentino Perez. And I think this just puts more into context, which I've always been saying. The Modric Ballon d'Oro was the biggest BS I've seen him. The biggest BS Ballon d'Oro I've seen in my life. When Modric won the Ballon d'Oro, he had 50 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 1 title. Rodri wins it. And when Modric won it, he took Croatia to the World Cup final. He lost it. I don't care. He took this. He played good. Rodri, 63 games, 12 goals, 15 assists, 4 titles. Undeserved, robbed, this and that. They're insanely hypocrite when it doesn't benefit them.
I guess, but if you're looking at Modric and Rodri, the idea and the argument that they have is that Modric is much more of a creative player. Like when you watch Modric on the pitch,
You're saying
he's much more interesting. This is not what I'm saying. This is the
No, now you're getting me mad.
This is like the dialogue. This is what the topic, like what people are saying in contra Rodri is that Rodri doesn't really impress anybody. But at least when you watch Modric, like you can tell Modric is a great player.
I can't.
I can.
I think he's good, but you're talking about all this creative. Rodri still had more goals and assists.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, not maybe. It's a fact. Rodri had 27 in total. Modric had 13.
Okay, but they're in different. Those are two different Ballon d'Oro years. If you want to argue the Modric year, you should talk about Griezmann.
You should talk about anybody else. Messi, Cristiano, Griezmann, even Varane, I'd say. They want to talk about stats. Varane won the World Cup and the Champions League. So it could have been anybody but Vini. But Vini still somehow won that. Not Vini.
Modric.
Modric somehow won that Ballon d'Oro, and I still won't ever understand that.
Well, so you think this is all of Florentino Perez marketing system?
Bro, it always is.
Listen to this. In the top 10, this is the top 10 list. They have 4 Real Madrid players. 5, technically, if you put Kylian Mbappe in there. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Toni Kroos, 9th. Remember when they were glazing Toni Kroos for like a week?
Yeah. It's what I told you the other day. It's when the season started, what happened the first 3 months? Who was the first candidate?
Jude,
because he scored. Vini was nowhere to be found. He was injured, wouldn't play. The second half of the season, Vini started playing good, whatever. This was Ballon d'Oro power rankings as of March 29th. So, end of the season. Jude first, Mbappe second, Haaland, Foden, Rodri. Vini is nowhere here. Then out of nowhere, they win the Champions League. Vini scores in the final. Oh, Vini jumps to first. How does that... like you said, when Kroos
that's crazy.
When Kroos retired, he automatically jumped in the top 5. Just because he retired?
Kroos retired, and I swear to God, we decorated him as if he's like a Beckenbauer.
He won everything. He was great. Congratulations.
Okay, but winning everything doesn't make you like
I
know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but he did play a role. The only way I'm finding is he did play a role. He was a great player, but to jump from not even being a candidate to top 5 just because you retire, it just
okay. You know who played
ridiculous.
a role? Montiel played a role in Argentina winning a World Cup final. Is he on the list?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but that's what I also have to put into perspective. Look, like you're going to 2 different.
Because I don't understand why Dani Carvajal is on 4th. It makes no sense to me.
I know. I don't know why he's there either.
I can pick 5 players that are better than Dani Carvajal right now.
I don't get why he's there either.
Makes no sense to me.
I didn't vote. Don't get mad at
And
me.
then I wish I voted because I would have voted Lautaro Martinez. My vote would have gone. It would have been absolutely useless. Jude Bellingham 3rd. The reason why I find it really fraudulent also, Mbappe 6th. Mbappe 6th. So they gave the Gerd Mueller trophy to Harry Kane and Mbappe because they scored the most goals in the season, right?
I think
That's how it works.
Yeah, most goals.
Mbappe scored what? I think it was 52, 51. Yeah. Mbappe scored 52, 51, and you have him 6th position behind a defender and a midfielder. to end a midfielder 1. What are we talking about here, guys? If we had to do a list right now of who are the best players playing right now, Kylian is up there in top 3, and so is Haaland.
Right now, I don't. Mbappe's not my first.
What? Okay, who's your first then?
Lamine.
Okay, well, Lamine is also an argument.
Best player. When Lamine is the most consistent.
But what
and the
did
best
you what you just said makes complete sense. You said Lamine Yamal because Lamine Yamal is in the question. So Lamine Yamal would be in the question of who's the best. Right now, the top 3 you have Kylian, Haaland, Lamine. When you see it that way, it makes absolutely no sense that the rest of these players are ahead of them.
So where do you leave? Are you talking about right now?
Right now, like in the last 3 years, historically.
Now historically. No, we're talking right now.
Historically.
Yeah, it's last week, bro. What are you talking
What I
about?
mean is like I'm talking about the new youths, like the next projected
Talk about
best players.
nowadays. This season, you have to. If you're the ones that you said, you have to put Musiala in there. You have to put in Kane. You have to put in Rafinha. You have to put in.
Vinicius also kind of goes in there too.
No, you know what's funny? They came out with the whole Vinicius marketing. Or you're gonna get the gold cleats. Vini flew out all his brothers from Brazil, all his family from Brazil. And then the Madrid, you guys are a bunch of pussies. This is how I'm going to say it. You canceled to not go to the Ballon d'Or ceremony when Messi and Cristiano would go every year for 15 years. And they would either get first or second, and they would go no matter what. And there's also be the other players who would get third because obviously they knew they weren't going to win it. But you're a bunch of pussies. All the Madrid, Fiorentino, Vinicius. Mbappe's probably happy that Rodrigo won. But all the Madrid people are a bunch of pussies, bro. I hate them.
Haaland didn't go either, though.
He was at a Malmo game.
But I don't understand the not showing up, dude. It's kind of like you're pissing on the competition, and then when you win, you're like, oh, this trophy means so much to me. No, but when you don't win, you don't show up.
I'm telling you, they're hypocrites.
It makes no sense, dude. Oh, but if Madrid won, this would have been a whole Madrid party. We would have had to suck it up. But what? When you guys don't win, no nothing. Oh, we don't show up. You guys are a bunch of cowards, bro.
That's.
Vini, eu não ganhei, tudo bom a você, porra.
No,
Fuck out of here,
Vini
bro.
tweeted, if I have to do this 10 more times, I will. As if like he could have been saying
Can
numbers.
I tell you something crazy? I'm gonna say it right now. Vini's never gonna win a Ballon d'Or. This is as close as he's ever gonna get.
Vini put up 24 goals, 11 assists in 39 games. Which also, you only played 39 games. You played 26 La Liga games out of 38. Messi and Cristiano would play 35 plus.
Okay.
Every single season, drop 40 La Liga goals, not even considering everything else. And then all the other cups and stuff, they would drop 15 or 20 goals. So you would need, in Messi's time, at least 50 plus goals, 60 plus, and like 20 assists. So at least be considered to maybe you're going to win the Ballon d'Or. Maybe.
Yeah, and now it's just
you
a
drop these
lame
potato
ass numbers. But here's the thing: there's other players that aren't dropping potato numbers. Kylian, 52 goals and I don't know how many assists. That's impressive.
I think
That's impressive. Harry Kane also. So there are people scoring a lot of goals. We're just giving it to randoms instead. Dude, I swear to God, I actually swear to God, I think people don't in L'Equipe, they don't watch the game. You know what they did? They went on FootMob and they looked at Rodri's ratings and said, "Oh wow, he has a 8.0 rating in every game. Well, I guess this guy deserves a Ballon d'Or." So look, either that or what truly happened is Vinny lost because he doesn't have fair play. Because that was the third category.
I was going to make the category things. I think it's ranked kind of weird. I think obviously first it has to come down to the player, how good the player himself does. I think team accomplishments does play a role because it doesn't matter if you score, if you do all these things, and at the end they don't win a single trophy. And then obviously the fair play.
But that doesn't make sense to me. I always thought that was a little ridiculous about the trophy things because it made sense in the Messi Cristiano era because you had to pick from either or, right? Where now you should be genuinely looking at the best player that's playing.
Yeah, but it's like you drop.
Because then it's like, what are we awarding?
You drop 60 goals and you don't win a single thing. I think Mbappe would have been more deserved than Vini or than Rodri. I still think Rodri's kind of ridiculous. Mbappe won 3 trophies with PSG last season and the Super Cup. No, that doesn't count. The UEFA Super Cup, even though he won in Madrid. He won the domestic treble with PSG, 50 goals and I don't know 20 whatever assists, and he still does it and he didn't win it. I think it's kind of.
I just don't understand how there was no campaigning for Mbappe to win.
Because it was let's market Vini, the Madrid player that played the season, won the Champions League, won La Liga, and then for a fact, if he would have won, he would have come out with the whole racist thing. I know you're getting mad because you know it's true.
It's a fallacy. It's so ridiculous.
I agree
dude.
with you, but I'm saying Vini would come out with the I'm just a black kid from the favela. He would have started crying for the Netflix series. It would have been ridiculous. But I do think Mbappe should have won it over Vini, in my opinion. But also, I think the Euros. I mean, the Copa America, Vini. I don't think he showed up. I didn't see him play personally. I don't think. Yeah, he just wasn't there, was he? Was he there or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think he was there. But I think the European competition, not the European, the international, when there is one, it plays a factor.
I agree. I agree to a certain extent.
So
But so if the European tournaments count, then Lamine should be higher up, and Lautaro Martinez should be also higher up.
I think Lautaro. You know what? If Lautaro would have won, it would have been like FIFA's Messi's friend,
Argentina, whatever
But
they say.
Lautaro won the Serie A with Inter, top goal scorer, player of the season for Serie A, top goal scorer of the Copa America, and he won it. He scored in the final. I think Lautaro is just like I told you. I think it's more than anything the Ballon d'Or nowadays is more of a who has a better marketing.
But it's getting like I was watching the whole ceremony on Monday, and what I was thinking the whole time is like, has it always been this ridiculous? Like, has the Ballon d'Or always been this ridiculous? Drogba, I'm sorry, I love you, you're my goat, my dog. Your questions are ridiculous. Get some PR training, please, for the love of Christ. He was asking like Elio Martinez, like, Lautaro, and don't lie, if you had to shoot 10 penalties on Diego Martinez, how many would you score? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Why are you asking these questions? Like, I just think, honestly, Drogba did not a good job, and I honestly wouldn't hire him for the next year. I love you, Drogba. I'm sorry, but the performance was not good, bro. It just wasn't. It wasn't 2012 worthy, type shit. Honestly. Other than that, I think the voting for everything is a little ridiculous. And the players not showing up just is gonna decredit the Ballon d'Or. And the problem we have with that is that in 20 years, when we're discussing players from this era, our kids or people are gonna be like, oh, but this guy he didn't win a Ballon d'Or. Oh, but this guy did win a Ballon d'Or. So you have this like, not statement, but you give more credit to someone who won a Ballon d'Or than one who didn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we just give out Ballon d'Ors to random people, people are gonna think these players were amazing, and they're not. They're not. I see, like, that's simple, dude. Like, now for the rest of history and time, Rodri's gonna have a Ballon d'Or. You know who didn't win a Ballon d'Or? Neymar, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets. Are we joking? Are we fucking serious here? Touré. Like, I cannot believe this is the world that we live in, dude. It's just like, I'm happy Rodri won because Vinicius didn't win it. Sorry, Vinny, I know we gave you your flowers the last time, but my dude, you're not him, dude. You're not him. You're never even gonna be better than Neymar. And Neymar is the prince that never became king, whatever. Like, Neymar never got to his potential.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not even gonna make it to 25% of Neymar's potential.
Not even 5%.
You can win 10,000 Champions League with Madrid. They don't matter. They don't matter. Winning it.
So kind of to unfold because you want a little.
Sorry, I hit him with a.
No,
rant,
I like it
bro.
though, but you have to get in there when you need to, bro. But bringing up, I think the players back then, the Messi. Messi obviously was one of the most.
It's because they were battling with Cristiano and
not only that.
Messi.
What's the word? Mal acostumbrar. I don't know how to say it in English. They like. I guess they put us in a bad place. It's like, if you don't score 50, you're not even nominated. Suarez was putting up insane numbers. Zlatan, you have all these players that are putting up 50 goals a season, and they weren't even winning it. Obviously, because missing Cristiano will drop 60, 70. But I think that's why also it plays a role that Iniesta and Xavi and them didn't win.
No,
Obviously,
that I understand
they were still
why
great,
they didn't win.
and they are great. But when you have two other guys that are 10% better than you, 20% better than you, it's like.
No, but I get why they didn't win because of the competition that there was at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're seriously looking at, I just think there's players on this list that should have won it over Rodri and Vinicius. The rankings: Rodri first, Vinicius second, Jude Bellingham third, Dani Carvajal fourth, Erling Haaland fifth, Kylian Mbappe sixth, Lautaro Martinez seventh, Lamine Yamal eighth, Toni Kroos ninth, Harry Kane 10th. Make it make sense to me. And then when you look under, there's players that dude, Federico Valverde. What do you think about Federico Valverde first?
I think Valverde is probably the best midfielder in the world right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I would say he's the best midfielder in the world, but I would say Federico Valverde is up there. Do you think Federico Valverde, who plays for Real Madrid, so that means that the PR team could have played on Valverde, that he's 17th?
The PR team couldn't have played on him because I think it's easier to put PR on a European player, Bellingham in this case.
No,
than-
but these.
And also, if you go based on last season, Bellingham did have more hype because it's the guy coming from Dortmund, 100 or whatever million they paid for him. He was scoring every game. I'll give him that. The first 3 months, you have to be good for a whole season to be considered Ballon d'Oro, not just be good. Kind of like when Benzema won it.
But Valverde plays good all season.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the goals to back it up. That's the thing. The goals and assists. Bellingham had more than him last year, so he had kind of that backing behind him, and that's a fact.
Dude, you honestly opened my eyes. This is all just PR. What you just told me is like which one is more campaign.
Which was more marketable? Which is
But that's ridiculous.
I know that's what I'm
That's
saying.
ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying.
That's absurd. I don't want to. I don't want to know that. I can't. It doesn't make me happy to know that, dude. Listen to this. Like the top 10 list is already ridiculous.
Tell me.
The 11th to 20, it's to throw yourself off a cliff. Phil Foden 11th. Okay, Wirtz in 12th.
You think higher or lower?
Lower. You know where Cole Palmer's 25th, and you're gonna
Wait.
tell me Danny Olmo 13th, Lookman 14th, Nico William 15th, Granit Xhaka 16th. Bro, why? Because his team went unbeaten. This doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Yes and no. We saw the criteria. It's obviously individual performance. Wirtz last year had a great season.
Baller,
When
I
it comes to
understand.
club-wise, they won the Bundesliga after Bayern was winning for the past 12, 11 seasons. They won the Pokal. They went unbeaten for 50 whatever games. They could have won the treble. Wirtz, if anything, should be higher, bro.
I don't know if I would put him higher.
Bro,
Just out of the quality, it's because I look at this straight at the quality of the player. Danny Olmo, he's good. 13th. Lookman, 14th. That makes sense to you? And Cole Palmer is 25th? Make it make sense to you. Did Atalanta win anything last season?
They won the Europa League, and Lookman scored the hat trick in the final.
I forgot. No. I take that back. Lookman, that was Himmy Jones of you.
I was watching the game. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
I forgot. Leverkusen got destroyed. I'm
they
sorry.
got cooked.
I apologize. I was not familiar with this game. I'm sorry. All right. But still, like, I'm still, like, a little comfortable. And Nico Williams, for what he did in the Euros?
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I think they put a lot of. I mean, Spain did play good, obviously. But they put a.
Bro, Rudiger 22nd.
That one's absurd. I don't know Rudiger's up there. That one is. What are you doing?
The Turkish guy from FIFA, 20th. The one who scored from half field.
Kalhanoglu?
Yeah. 20th.
I mean, Inter won. I mean, that's all. That's one thing.
That's
I can
fine.
Imagine.
But Ruben Diaz, 25th. William Saliba over Cole Palmer. Am I a fool to you? What do I look like? Do I look like a fool?
They're messing with
You're
you, bro.
shoveling shit in my mouth, dude, is what you're doing. William Saliba over Cole Palmer.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Ruben Diaz over Cole Palmer. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The guy who got second in most goal contributions last season. The guy who scored second the amount of goals in the Premier League last season. Oh, yeah. Makes total sense. Yeah, makes total sense, bro. Sorry that Chelsea didn't have that PR team, bro. It's that Todd Bowley doesn't know about the Ballon d'Oro marketing scheme. Because if not, dude.
By the way, where is?
Also, you know,
I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
a fan. I wasn't a fan of him when he got to the Prem. Mo Salah is nowhere to be found.
Nowhere, gone. He's not even on the
25
list.
goals, 14 assists. He had better stats than Mini. Obviously, he didn't win any trophies, but you have better stats. So it's like, at this point, the Ballon d'Or loses credibility when a Madrid player doesn't win it. Rodri won it, it's robbed, it doesn't mean anything. When Modric won it, he's better than Iniesta, he's better than Xavi, he's better than Busquets. But now Rodri wins it, it's the exact opposite. So that's why I think.
Well, the truth about it, what you were saying, is that the Ballon d'Or has been losing its credibility. It has.
No, I don't know if losing, but it's like Messi and Cristiano. We took them not for granted, but we got used to seeing 50 goals, 60 goals, and then Suarez to score 50 would get
Nobody even cared.
third. I think is his highest ranking. So it was just a lot of things.
But I don't know how much PR was thrown into that at that time.
Against who?
Messi
It's like you didn't need to because it would just put up
exactly.
insane numbers.
So you didn't have to have all this weird PR stunts.
But
Like
also-
genuinely, they were the two best players in the world, and either or win the Balón d'Or. Así es, like it's
they
that
also
simple.
didn't have much PR, 'cause obviously because they play at the same time. They played in the same league, the two best teams in the world at the time, and it was you know the Ballon d'Or is for me now. Whoever wins the Champions League, the player from that team is 95% gonna win it. Obviously, Rodri this year an exception, but usually when you win the Champions League, a player from that team wins it,
Which I find absolutely absurd.
and I think it is absurd.
Because I don't understand why winning team trophies, like trophies in group, like Madrid winning a Champions League, that is more considered than the player's actual personal stats.
Mhm.
That's what I find ridiculous. How you can have a player like Cole Palmer that has ridiculous stats in the season. Oh, but since he didn't win anything and he plays for a mid club, like he's
Chelsea
not
mid.
considered. I knew this was
Confirm.
coming. Fuck. Whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Just that it doesn't make any sense to me. Look at it. I read you the list. Do you think Danny Carvajal should be fourth in front of Mbappe, Haaland, Lamine, Harry Kane, Lautaro Martinez, Phil Foden, Bukayo? Well, Bukayo can stay at the bottom. Sorry.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It comes down to having a good marketing with Carvajal. Yes, Madrid
But
fans 5
it
years ago,
shows it
Carvajal.
every-
Who?
They didn't even care.
It was like, oh, just another right back. And now that he won the Champions League and he won the Euros, oh no, let's give him the Ballon d'Or. For what?
For what? For nothing.
For
Oh,
just
because he
winning?
wears he wears a Madrid jersey.
Yeah, literally that.
They looked at the players and they're like, okay, who can we market the best here? And then anyone that was Spanish, they're like, oh, inflate.
Carvajal wasn't in the top 10 by like March. They won the Euros, he suddenly jumps top 5. For what?
For what? No, and the guy got fourth. If I was Carvajal, I'd be pissing myself.
I'd be like, damn, I made it.
Damn,
made it
I'm
up
actually goated.
here. Yeah, I'd be like,
I'm actually
I
him.
made it here somehow.
Yeah, dude, what? But in front of Haaland and Mbappe, they must know. These players must know that this stuff is ridiculous. Cause it's like, what can you do? Imagine you're the best player. Messi. It's like if we threw Messi right now into Newcastle United, for example, right?
Messi had a better stats than me.
Of course he did.
No,
This year.
Yeah.
I know, but he plays in the MLS, so it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter, bro.
It's instantly like taking off even the questioning or even the thought of, which
But
is I find.
You bring that
ridiculous.
up. I want to say this is what Mbappe said in 2022. It said in Spanish. They asked Mbappe to Madrid. Mbappe said, groups of pressure to win the Ballon d'Oro. In Real Madrid, they know how to do it very well. Every year, they find one player to convince you that he's a candidate to win the Ballon d'Oro. He said it in Spanish. The translation is
I
in.
feel.
But he said that, basically what we're saying, that they find a player who can they pump the most. Bellingham was the first 3 months. Second half of the season, he kind of got injured, kind of fell off a bit. Vini last 2-3 months, started scoring, started playing good, won the Champions League. Oh, now it's Vini. The Euros comes, Carvajal wins the Euros and the Champions League. Oh, now it's Carvajal. It's not who's the best player, who's the most marketable player at the time that we can pump the most into.
That's probably why Mbappe went to Madrid. Other than the other facts that he wanted to play in Madrid and all that, but he was
Mbappe-
probably like he'll get a good PR. Look, if it was up to me, and this is if you want to fix the credibility of the Ballon d'Oro, really, and I hope this happens because if not, like next year we're looking at Mbappe as top candidate. That's what should happen.
I think what they have to do, and I've told you this, obviously not on camera, but it's stop making these random journalists vote. You have to put people, in my opinion, the captains of the teams from that season. Let's say for last year, I don't know, Ruben Diaz, for example, for City, him and the national captains of the teams, and even the coaches, because who knows better than the people who you're competing with on a daily basis to win the Ballon d'Oro? Who's the best? Put those people to vote and not. You saw some people from like random countries would vote. I don't know, Florian Wirtz first, and just like as good as I think he is, they put him first. Put Carvajal first. These random countries, just for whatever reason, put these random players first.
I see
Which
where-
was annoying.
I see where you're coming from, but retract the journalist part. If we get up there, I would love to vote for. I would love to. You think they let Speed vote?
No, relax. Him going to two ceremonies is already infuriating. But nah, you're tweaking. Nah, for sure not.
Dude, I would like to vote. I think I would throw my vote in a correct category, but it is what it is. Unless Madrid pay me shit, maybe I'll vote
No,
for your
but it's
player.
like realistically, it's like why? Because you can easily they come to you like yo, Iggy, we'll give you 25K to vote Vini first. They could easily tell you.
No, because it's you can't do that.
You can't kill people, but people still go and murder.
Okay, but you go to jail. The same thing that you would go to jail
So
for frauding the Balón de Oro.
So there'll be 100
No, you
jails
probably
in jail
wouldn't.
right now.
No, I don't
They
know.
could easily give you.
Well, you don't know who got paid off, first of all.
Oh no, I know everybody.
You know everybody. You think they paid off Fabrizio? No, Fabrizio definitely didn't pay
Fabrizio-
off. He
Bro, I
ruined it for them.
despise that guy. And you've like I never liked him. He would announce 3 years before, oh, who's winning the Balón de Oro in 2028. Bro, get out of my face.
I liked Fabrizio. I liked Fabrizio Romano because I appreciate his work and I respect what he's doing.
I don't.
As a journalist, it's very impressive. Now, as also a journalist, you should understand there are certain things that you leak and you don't leak.
22 screen hour time is impressive to you. 22 hours. 22 hours is impressive to you. That's impressive to you. It's not to me.
What do you mean 22 hours of screen time? What are you talking about?
Bro, you've never seen when he's like the transfer deadline day. His
Yeah,
screen time
he's
on his
there all
phone,
day. Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
20 hours.
No, but it is impressive, dude. He's the word amount. Like he's a concrete opinion. Like what he says about transfer is probably gonna happen. He hasn't failed yet. He even got as good with the Messi stuff. You remember that?
Yeah, but it's like let the club announce.
No, I don't
The
mind. I
transfers.
don't mind the transfers.
Yeah,
I don't mind
bro,
at all.
Let the club announce.
But I don't care. I still get gas when I see it on Fabrizio's thing, so I don't mind. I don't
No,
care about that.
But I'd rather see an unveiling of a club, whatever player
Really?
is, whatever. Bro, the whole
couldn't
point,
care
who's
less.
signing the player? Fabrizio or the club?
Fabrizio, bro.
No, the club is signing the player. What do you mean? I'd rather Chelsea announce whoever than Fabrizio come 7 days earlier. Oh, Mudryk is going to Chelsea. Dude,
Bang.
let Chelsea announce.
Here
it.
we go. Here we go.
I hate that. Bro.
Nah, I don't mind. I mind the Ballon d'Oro. I think. Can I give you a theory?
Tell me your theory.
I think since he leaked it this year just to show that he can, and then maybe next year he won't leak it.
He's still gonna do it. 'Cause at the end of the day, he gets the attention of who leaked it, who's gonna search him up. It's Fabrizio Romano. It's the guy from
Yeah, but he has to have some love for this game, bro.
his bank account. He
I
for
don't
sure
know.
likes the sport without a doubt.
I just find it a little ridiculous to leak the Ballon d'Oro list. Do you think? Okay, we talked about how BS the Ballon d'Oro is, whatever. But there's one last part that I'm like,
Yeah, I wanted to stay in the ceremony for two other things.
no, I'm here. I'm still here with the ceremony
Okay.
with you because really, like, this is the topic I wanted to talk about.
Me too. Yeah.
Do you think Vinny was first? And then what do you think could have happened that put Vinny second? I think I have an opinion.
We'll put Vinny second. I think obviously I don't think
Because let's be real, Vinny was first. They made him the boots. He literally told Gavi, "I'm winning the Ballon d'Oro."
hilarious.
So he knew something was going on.
I don't think he knew. He for sure said in a confident way, like in a cocky way, like, "Oh, I'm gonna win it on Monday."
Do you
But
think
I-
him saying that to Gavi made him lose points?
Not made
'Cause
him
it's all
lose-
about fair
no,
play.
I think obviously the Clásico didn't help him, even though it doesn't play a role. Because it wasn't part of the last season technically. Not
Oh,
technically, it
right.
just wasn't. Because based on 23-24 season. But also I think the fair play, Vini as a person and as a player, everyone sees on the pitch.
Well, respectfully, we don't know him. He might be a great guy, but everything that's
no.
on camera, he's
Everything,
trash.
he's a terrible person, terrible human being. I saw a video the other day of Modric and De Jong. Like they got into, not in this Clásico, but another one. They kind of got into it, but then De Jong like gave people, clapped them up because it's respect, and it's like respect is earned, not given. Vini has earned zero respect from everybody. He treats everybody like shit. He thinks everybody's against him because he's black, which is not the case whatsoever. He's just a shit human being, bro. Straight up. That's as simple as I'm gonna say.
Well, personally, I don't know Vinicius, and I probably never get to know him, which is fine. I don't really want to, but everything that he does on camera, look, and in Argentina we like cocky players, but
One-
it's different.
One thing is confidence. One thing is cocky. It's a completely different thing.
One thing is being an asshole.
Because Neymar, obviously, I'm not comparing to Vini whatsoever. He's 1,000 times better. But Neymar would go, do a sombrero, would nutmeg you, do whatever. They would hit him. Neymar wouldn't complain. He would just get up and you just keep on playing. Vini, oh no, they hit me because I'm black. They hit you because you're a fucking asshole. Nobody likes you. Not even your teammates like you. 100% none. Your teammates don't like you. Most of them.
You think they don't like him?
A good majority of them don't.
I think Madrid are gonna have a big problem this year, and this stems from them making the Galacticos 3.0, which is that, dude. Do you really think Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo's gonna be fine? Rodrigo's gonna be just fine.
He's just there.
He's just there. He's chilling. I don't think he has like a weird complex. Vinny and Mbappe, beef. Because Vinicius, I truly believe Vinicius thinks he's the best player in the game right now.
I don't
I
think
truly believe he thinks that.
I don't think there's beef. I just think it's like they're not on the same wavelength.
If you ask, who do you think's better, Vinny or Mbappe?
I mean, I would take Mbappe.
Who do you think Vinny would? Who do you think Vinny's better than Mbappe? I think Vinny thinks he's better than Mbappe.
But is that confidence or is that cockiness?
That's delusionalness.
But it's also
It's delusion. When you've played football, and like, I mean, shit, that's been a long time for me. But when you're in a team sport, you instantly, because you train with them,
yeah, you know who's better. And
instantly
who's not.
analyze who's better than you, bro. It's like it's simple.
Yeah, but is it
I
also
think Vinny doesn't think that.
is it also bad? So you think he says he's the best, but he knows he's not the best.
No, I think he thinks he's the best, and he's not the best. The opposite. Like, I think Vinny truly thinks he's better than Mbappe,
But he's not.
but he's not.
That's what I just said.
Oh, wow.
So Vini says, "Oh, I'm the best. I'm the best," but inside he's like, "I'm not the best."
Yeah.
But don't you think that's also because what do you want him to go and be like, "Oh, Mbappe's better than me"? No, because your confidence.
I mean, Neymar has never said he's better than Messi.
Yeah, because Messi has the respect from obviously everything that he's done. Vini has zero respect. He hasn't done anything.
Messi just gets respect from playing. Everybody that's watched Messi play, like, you win.
That's the thing, because how he plays, even outside of the field.
Exactly.
He's.
I think Vinny sees Mbappe and he thinks he's better than Mbappe, which is a fallacy.
Probably.
It's a fool. It's a fool's game, honestly. Mbappe, I said this to you guys almost a year ago. Mbappe going to Madrid is a mistake. And everybody shit on me. You're an idiot. You don't know anything. Oh, how could you say Mbappe going to Madrid is a mistake?
No.
It's going to be a mistake. He's going to be just fine. Stats, maybe, right? But it is a mistake.
He's gonna end up winning a Ballon d'Or. He's gonna end up winning a Champions League. It's not. I don't think it's a mistake. But saying that PSG was also not the right move. He was never gonna win anything at PSG.
But that's not true.
But it is true.
That's
We
not
saw it for
true.
8 seasons.
Okay. But half of those seasons, he was competing with Cristiano and Messi for the Ballon d'Or.
All right, but he was still putting up 50 goals, 40 goals, winning the French League 1 Uber Eats every year, the Coupe de France.
It's the McDonald's league now, okay?
Last year he won the domestic treble with PSG, and he dropped 50 goals. He still didn't win anything.
Yeah, but if you won a Champions League, you think they would have given it to him?
If PSG has never won it,
I think he would have won a Champions League with PSG.
I don't think he would have,
This PSG that's playing now is good.
because he doesn't have Mbappe in it.
If you throw Mbappe in this team, it'll be just as good.
It
It'll
was
be
the
better.
same team last year.
No,
Bro, we take out what Ugarte and Dembele, but we saw Mbappe with better players than they are this year, and he still didn't win it. I think
Okay. No. I hate this argument because it's so ridiculous. The year that Messi, I'm so sorry to cut you off, but the year that Messi played with Neymar and Mbappe, Neymar and Messi, bro, they played one season basically
True.
fully. The first one doesn't count
Why not?
because like they were having injuries. Messi was on and off. In the second season,
Injuries are part of the sport. It happens.
I
Whether we
know,
like it or
but we're
not.
talking about one season. If you gave them, I think if you gave that PSG team with a good manager, if not Pochettino, if you gave them 4 seasons, they would have won one Champions League, 100%.
But then they had the other guy that came in and the second season, the 22, 23. He had a weird
The
name.
manager from Lille that he won.
Yeah,
the
he had a
league
weird name. I don't know. I know he is, but
All right, but with who they have now,
they have Luis Enrique.
exactly. I think with the Luis Enrique, you could actually build a quite formidable PSG team.
No, because in that team, Mbappe. What does Mbappe want to be?
He wants to be the GOAT.
The number 1 guy, right, in the team. In that team, he wasn't even number 2. It was Messi, Neymar, then it was Mbappe.
Right.
With Luis Enrique managed already Messi and Neymar. Mbappe was never going to be number 1 guy. He wants to be the main guy. He wants his team to win and him be on the front cover. Him scoring 3 goals. He wasn't going to be that.
Messi was fine to give him the spot though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter if Messi's fine with it. The media always puts your attention on Messi.
I genuinely think with that team you could have won a Champions League, and they probably would have. Take away Neymar and Messi, dude. You're French. This is the club. This is your childhood club, PSG. You can become, like, you know how in Madrid Cristiano's the GOAT for Madrid.
Di Stefano.
Messi. Okay, bueno. Throw me Di Stefano. Cristiano's the GOAT for Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Messi's the GOAT for Barcelona. You could have been the GOAT for PSG.
But is
I
he
personally
not?
No,
Who is it then?
nobody. They don't have a GOAT.
Thiago Silva.
Ibrahimovic, Ronaldinho, who knows? Whatever they want to throw at
Cavani,
you.
Marquinhos, Donnarumma.
Whatever they want to throw at you. You know, Pastore, that's funny. Vanderbilt,
La Bessi.
remember that the
Of
Dutch
course.
player? You know, like I just don't think he hit legendhood in PSG. He didn't really. I
He
mean,
for
he
sure
did,
did.
he did great.
He for sure did.
I mean, we have to ask French fans, but maybe not. But it's different. I just personally think staying with PSG would have made his image. It wouldn't have made it better,
Mm-hmm.
but it would have tapped in to to a side, like a subculture of footballing hipsters that would have been like, damn, Mbappe's dope. He's like Totti. Yes, okay, he played in Monaco, but he could have become a real club legend. Bro, he's comfortable. They were paying him administration terms. He had voice in the club. Pensa eso. So Mbappe's like, I want this player, buy this player for me. I want this manager, give me this manager. Him alone. And now you're a mercenary with all these Madrid players, and you're not the only one that's good. And you're not the only one that has an ego. And now you're stuck with all these dickheads.
That's the problem too. Mbappe, when PSG gave him the keys to the club, they fucked up immediately because they're saying Mbappe has more power than the president of the club, than the owner, all this BS. So Mbappe's like, oh, I can do whatever I want. Mbappe's job is not to manage a club. He doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, facts.
Just because you play.
Nah, but he's not managing the club either.
Yeah, but he's saying, yo, I want to sign.
Yeah, they had him on dictator terms.
I want to sign Hakimi. Okay,
give me this, give me that.
Mbappe was doing whatever he wanted. Mbappe's job is to go on the field, play good, score, win games. Let the people who manage the club manage the club. That's what they're there for. You know how I see this? Think about it like this. You know, a little NBA here and there.
I know a bit. I know John Moran. John Moran up on my Grizzlies.
You know what's gonna happen? This was exactly what's gonna happen, frame by frame. Mbappe's like LeBron. Started in Cleveland. His boyhood. I mean, Mbappe started in Monaco, but whatever. Went to Cleveland.
So this is Miami. Madrid is Miami.
Madrid is Miami. PSG is Cleveland. LeBron got to the final.
That's so disrespectful.
No. LeBron got to the final in 2007. He lost. Mbappe got to the final against Bayern. Lost.
He lost.
He goes to Madrid. This year, Madrid's not winning the Champions League. Confirmed. They're not gonna win it.
Like that?
They're not gonna win it.
So this year they have a L stunt.
This is gonna be Madrid's one of the worst seasons in recent time.
Ancelotti's gonna get sacked, unfortunately.
But here's what's gonna happen. The next 3 Champions League, Madrid's winning back to back.
Don't predict that to me, dude.
But that's the thing. This year's gonna be like a transition. Mbappe's gonna flop.
Yeah. I actually agree completely with what you're saying right now.
Mbappe's gonna be in Madrid for 4 or 5 seasons. Go back to PSG and be like Cleveland.
No. I didn't expect that, dude. What it turned out? No. You think he's gonna come back?
I think he's gonna go back and be like, I already won 2 Champions League with Madrid or 3 or whatever how many wins. I wonder why I don't do it. I want to do the same thing, but in PSG. Go back to PSG and then play with Ethan Mbappe, Bronny James. It's scripted. It's so scripted.
I love it. This is goated. I love this script. I love it. You think him and Ethan Mbappe win a Champions League together?
No, but they'll play together. I think Mbappe goes back to PSG because Mbappe is currently
Well, Ethan's not even in PSG right now.
Yeah, but if Mbappe's 25.
If he goes back, yeah.
I think Mbappe at 30 is gonna go back to PSG and play his last 4 years, or how many years he wants to play, and I think that then he'll win probably a Champions League. And
well, you know what the problem is, right?
Tell me.
Low key, these types of players like Vini and Mbappe, they're pace merchants, bro. Mbappe less, Mbappe way less, but they're pace merchants.
Yeah.
Los quiero ver a los 30. I want to see you at 30, bro. 30. Messi right now, at his age, you can still throw him in European football and you still be gassed. You know why? Because he doesn't need pace.
That's why I think
Cristiano just like is a freak of nature and figured out how to like score in every single.
I was gonna bring Cristiano up. As much as I don't like Cristiano, obviously as you get older, your body gets slower, not as strong, whatever. But Cristiano is in the box, in the area, scores header, left foot, right foot, whatever it is, which I'll give him credit. He's an amazing goal scorer. I think that's what Mbappe would have to, I guess, because Messi did get slower naturally.
Of course.
But his playmaking just got better, and he's still scoring. He's probably not as fast, but he's still quick enough to dribble, do what Messi does. I don't have to explain. But I think that's what Mbappe would have to add to his once he gets older. Obviously, but I think right now, if you're this fast,
yeah, he's
take
fine.
Advantage.
He's okay, but he has to start thinking about other parts of the game. I mean, maybe he never slows down, but
with age, it doesn't matter.
With all the pace missions, after 32, 33, they're done.
Bro, they're center backs. Mickey Man, they're in 37 kilometers per hour. Yeah, Van Dijk, all these players.
Yeah, bro, the center backs are not slow anymore.
Yeah, this isn't FIFA 15.
This is not FIFA 12, bro.
We don't have Mertesacker running the back line.
You don't have a ¿cómo se llama este alemán in Arsenal?
Mertesacker.
No, el otro. Oh, he was French.
Mustafi?
Kolensky.
Cristiano was fast. It was valid.
He was slow as
For
hell.
FIFA, no. I mean, I'm talking about FIFA.
Well,
but-
you know what I mean. Like now, it's gonna be a way more complicated game, bro. If you're just a pace merchant, you're
Nah,
cooked, dude.
But I want to bring back my last. I want to dip my toes in a little more of the
Throw me.
Ballon d'Oro. Carlo Ancelotti from Real Madrid is the men's Johan Trophy winner, meaning the best coach of the season.
Right.
Valid or not valid?
Look, here's the thing.
No.
No,
Here's the thing.
I have to give you the here's the thing. I absolutely love Carlo Ancelotti. I think he's an outstanding manager. Outstanding manager. Sometimes at times he does some stinkers. It's normal. Now, I personally would have given you Lionel Scaloni as number one. Come on. But I understand that I'm coming with a bit of biasness. So, I don't mind Ancelotti winning.
Are we just forgetting Xavi Alonso and what he did last season with Leverkusen?
I am just forgetting Xavi Alonso what he did last season, and I apologize. Xavi Alonso should have won them. Yeah, okay. I
Guided
see.
Leverkusen, first ever Bundesliga title, unbeaten.
Hit me with
Bayern's
the stats.
11th season, monopoly, big word.
Bang.
While also winning the Pokal and reaching a European final.
Boom.
And unbeaten in the Bundesliga. But no, because Ancelotti won, obviously I'm not describing him, won the Champions League and La Liga. Win the treble, something Madrid hasn't done. What Leverkusen did last season, I feel like it's going super under the radar now. And I'm very, disappointed.
No, I think we all just forgot about it. Straight up.
But it was,
Dude, them losing the Europa League final,
you know why it's going under the radar?
because Madrid have a PR crazy stunt. Tell me that.
They're not marketing.
Yeah.
Leverkusen, it's like, oh yeah, last year everyone was talking about them. 97-minute goal, 96. This season, it's like everybody forgot what they did.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, meanwhile, City still talks about their treble.
Dude, okay, well, this is an interesting one here then. There's two available positions. Carlo Ancelotti's probably going to get taken off.
I don't know if sacked, but I think he'll step down by the end of the season.
Something's going to go on with Carlo. And United, it's funny, United aren't even looking into see if they can sign Xavi Alonso, but they probably won't. I think Madrid are going to set up a Xavi Alonso buy, and then there he's going to win best coach of the war.
Because he's at Madrid.
He's at Madrid.
It's crazy.
The Madrid, you actually I used to think you were. I used to think you had a tin hat
I was
on.
a
man.
lunatic.
Yeah, like you were like, bro. It's like you're telling me that Bigfoot like touched your butt. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, like, déjate de joder, ¿me entendés? And then I see it. They have 433 bought. Football Sport bought. Fabrizio not bought. All these little accounts that we all follow,
Not yet.
not yet. All of them are bought. You know who's bought by Fabrizio Romano? Joao Felix's PR team.
Really?
Bro.
Why?
I don't know. He just always posts about Joao Felix. It's crazy. At least before it was like Joao Felix. Like, bro, Fabrizio, bro, just tell me now you can be bought. You think he can PR team our football podcast? That'd be pretty fire.
Hopefully, bro. Just
Fabrizio, bro, please, bro, throw some ball.
we kind of shit on him a bit.
Sorry,
Well,
Fabrizio, I love you. My bad, bro.
What were you saying? No, what did you say before at the beginning of that? Because I was going to...
I don't
we
remember.
lost it.
No. What was I saying?
'Cause I was-
About PR.
Oh, no, I lost. Because but you kept on... Nah, but you're chilling, whatever. Last thing.
Damn it.
Now I want to ring up. The Copa Trophy. Obviously, Lamine won it. Understandable. You think it's normal Lamine won the best young player by Ballon d'Oro?
It was so obvious.
Second, Arda Güler. Could you please explain to me what Arda Güler did?
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird too. I like Güler. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
I'll bring this up. Pau
But, like-
Cubarsí broke into the Barca starting 11. 17 years old. Played good against the whole season. And came in fifth while Güler got second. Why did he get second?
Because he plays in Madrid.
Simple as that, bro. I think Kobe Mino.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah, the Madrid PR, that is insane.
I think Kobe Mino at third is valid. He had good, considering how bad Man U for a 19-year-old, he was good.
I don't mind the Copa list at all. I think it was okay.
I think Cubarsí fifth is absurd.
Kobe Mino, I would have maybe put him a little.
It's harder to be a good defender at a young age than a good striker at a young
Yeah.
age.
You think so?
Imagine Haaland running at you at 17 years old. Obviously, as a striker, let's say you're an 18-year-old striker, all you have to do is score.
Yeah, but imagine running as a 16-year-old on the wing, and you have. Well, I feel like the defenders aren't that scary anymore. Rudiger.
Rudiger has zero
Mid.
aura, bro.
But you know what I was thinking? Like, Van Dijk. You got Van Dijk in front of you.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Big boy thing.
You can avoid them if you're a defender and Mbappe's
No,
running
yeah,
at
you
you.
can't avoid.
What are you gonna do? Run away? No, he's gonna score.
Also, he's gonna run at you
Yeah, there
every
goes-
single time to take advantage of the one-on-one.
This guy's 17.
He's
He's
gonna
scared.
cook you.
He's playing me.
He's gonna cook you, bro.
But yeah, bro. That's all
Oh,
I have.
on exciting news, Reece James is back.
Yes, nobody cares, but Reese, we hope a speedy recovery.
Thank you, Reese Poo. I love you so much.
We hope you can play.
How many
he
games?
hopes you can play. I don't. Really
How
mind.
many games do you think he plays this season?
4.
4.
Nah.
He's already played 2, so
Halfway there.
halfway there.
Halfway there.
I'll give him 15 games.
I just not. I don't. I have nothing
He's
against
getting
him.
injured again.
I have nothing against him. Obviously, I don't like him. I don't dislike him. Just stay healthy, bro. Cause I do think he's a great right back when he plays. But that's the problem. He doesn't
Yeah,
play.
he doesn't play, bro.
I do think he's quality though.
Well, he'll come back. I'll give you a little news on Chelsea. Chelsea beat Newcastle, and then we lost to Newcastle. It is what it is. We won the game in the Premier League, and then we got beat in the EFL Cup.
Happens.
What do I think about it? Nothing that much. I think Enzo Maresca was resting players, but it would have been nice to beat Newcastle twice in a row. Really, I don't really mind. We go on. Let's see what Enzo Maresca has to do against United. Chelsea United this weekend.
I was gonna bring that up. I think
Banger of a game. I think it's a great game.
That's the game we have.
I'm gonna give you a prediction.
45 for prediction. Tomorrow the time changes.
Facts. The time changes.
It's an hour,
tomorrow.
I think, forward or back. I don't know.
So what? What does that have to do?
Throw information out there.
Oh,
I'm the information guy.
we hit you with the news guy.
I just throw information.
We got the news guy, bro. SS Abella 9, bro.
And today
Follow
we
him on
have-
PSN.
We have Central Córdoba y Santiago against San Lorenzo.
Yeah. Can I tell you something?
Tell me something.
San Lorenzo's gonna lose that game.
No, I'm stopping San Lorenzo money line right now.
San Lorenzo's gonna lose that game 1-0 in an embarrassment. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But
You got any other stuff you want to talk about?
I think we wanted
We
to
talked very little about the Clásico, but that's also because
this week was chaotic. Not chaotic, but we had the Balón de Oro, the Copa Trophy, all this stuff. And obviously next week we have Champions League again. Exciting
League.
times. And this weekend obviously we have games that we can dibble and dabble on.
I have no silly questions for you. I'm sorry. I have
No,
no,
I
Edna.
liked it
but no, I just didn't write them down this time. I don't know. I don't have any Edna modes for you, bro.
I
you know
I
what
like
mean?
the more serious based one today.
Well, we just shit all over the Balón de Oro.
Yeah, because
You think Sandy one day, if we ever reach the pinnacle of the game, that we'll be able to vote in this? No. You talk about the journalists. Which journalists? You know what I mean? Which journalists are getting picked out for this? And
That's
this-
interesting because I don't know what criteria fits, but I remember seeing the other day that it was like, oh, this is what this country's journalists voted, and it was like, I don't know, Albania.
But I don't even know if they count because we would know if you watch journalists. Maybe it's undisclosed. Maybe they're not supposed to say it, but they
No.
would talk about who they voted for. This is where I find it a little weird. I think that's kind of BS. I find it BS. I feel like, can I tell you the truth?
Tell me the truth.
I think it's two people sitting in a room together, and they go, "All right, we got to make up a list. We got to make up a list. What do you have? Well, Madrid paid me this amount of money. All right, so we should throw Madrid players higher up. I swear to God, I have a feeling it's just like that.
No, because then we see Rodri 500 or whatever. We need 400 of this, 400
I
of
could
that.
just make that up. ChatGPT. If 500,000 journalists voted for Rodri, what would the points be?
I think you're overthinking it. You know when Pep overthinks a game, you're overthinking. You're being too Pep.
I'm taking out Fernandinho in the
Yeah.
Champions League final.
It's black and white, bro. It's black and white. It's these people vote.
Yeah,
yes,
we'll
no,
see. I
potatoes,
don't know.
vote.
I mean, shit. Hopefully, I make it. I want to make it to the pinnacle of the game and see if I can vote. Maybe I'll be like 85. Like, I'll vote for Jermaine Lamal. You know, like whatever player comes out at that time. But other than that, I mean, dude, we destroyed this list. There's not much to talk about. Oh, what do you think about the women's Ballon d'Oro list? We don't objectify in this podcast.
I mean,
Do you think it was valid that she won?
we don't know anything? about it.
What do you mean? I know a lot.
You don't know anything. about it.
Sam Kerr was robbed.
Chelsea player?
What's her name? Alicia Lehman
No idea.
robbed. Diogo Costa's Douglas Costa's girlfriend. I apologize. I'm sorry you were robbed. It is what it is. What's her name? What's the one who won it?
The Barca girl.
Pero cómo se llama?
Barca girl. Ballon. What, bro? Like I'm not gonna. Aitana Bonamati on the night of October 28, once again in history by winning, but for the second consecutive year.
Yeah, I know she won it last year.
Oh,
Congratulations.
it's the
on
same
your-
one from last
It's
year.
the same one. Congratulations.
Oh.
You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT of the women's team.
Oh, she's valid then.
Honestly, you're valid as hell. Good job. Keep doing good. Keep pushing the women's team further. Don't do what the WNBA does. Just keep going, bro.
Yeah, I think this one I saw. I remember a lot from last year. She had a like she was very like talked about, and I saw a couple videos, and yeah, valid.
She's cool.
But yeah, so I have footy wise, and then I guess next week we'll see what happens this weekend, and we'll go into it.
Yeah.
'Cause this was a very more serious one.
We were emotional this
not
time.
not a lot of tomfoolery.
I got emotion. I almost cried, bro. Are you kidding me?
But
They put my boy Cole Palmer at 25th.
But you have anything else?
Nah, I mean I have some other. Oh, Liam Payne died. Rest in peace, guys. I know we're.
talked about this.
Oh,
This is like a
3
month
weeks
ago,
later.
though.
Well, we gotta keep remembering him, bro. Do you think he's on the Ballon d'Oro list of celebrities that have died? You think he can make it?
This is the Monday question. This is the Monday question.
All
This is
right.
the Monday question.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Follow us, obviously, on Football Route 1 on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and soon we'll be hitting Spotify. It's been real. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Stay tuned.
Hey, yo. Cannot believe.